Good morning team, it is Sunday. Exactly 2 weeks until the National Sprint Draft Legal Duathlon Champs. Wouldn't it be great if the weather's like this in 2 weeks time up in Scotland? We can only hope. Right, so what are we doing today? Well, we're testing out the pedals on the race bike, getting about 45-50 minutes with some efforts and bursts on the bike, and we're going to finish at Keele University track and we're going to do a track session, and I'll fill you in on that when we get there. It's not a great track, it's a bit bumpy, but needs must. I can't get to the track this Wednesday or next Wednesday because of work commitments, which I really would have liked to get some sharpening up done. So that's the intent today, get sharpened up, get the last few good intense sessions done, ready for that race in 2 weeks time. Nice to be riding outside again. I'm looking forward to getting to the track. I just hope it's not too bumpy. It could be like moon craters. Well, we're here at the track after the bike. Yep, this is Keele University track. I have ran here before, but yeah, it's not great. I guess I've been spoiled by the Northwood track. Let's go and have a look. Yeah. So I guess you could say it's just compact gravel. And actually, it's not as lumpy as I thought it would be, but it's not going to be great traction either, and it is quite windy. So the excuses are coming out already. But hey ho, let's get a bit of a warm up, a few drills done, and get this session in the bag. I haven't actually told you what it is yet, have I? Right, it's going to be 600s. So the intent is to do 8 600s, but they're going to be broken 600. It's 300, 200, 100 with 100 meter walk in between. So I'm going to do 2 600s, then I'll take a bit of a 2 to 3 minute rest in between that, and then the 100 walk in between the reps. Let's go. As you saw, I was testing out the flat pedals, and these are the Nike Vaporfly 2s that I'm going to wear in the duathlon for the whole race. But for the session today, I'm using the Tempo Next Percents. They're just a bit chunkier on the grip underneath, and I think they might be better on this gravelly track, but the sole is too thick to wear on those pedals, so I've had to bring these with me, get changed and get going on this track session. Yeah, it's going to be tasty this, and the wind's going to be a factor, but I'd like to get all 8 done. I haven't been feeling great this sort of last few days. After the Open Park 5k last week, I was on fire. I felt really good. Kicked in a couple of hard sessions back to back earlier on in the week following the race, and then maybe coming back to bite now. I've just felt fatigued over the last couple of days, just flat, legs really heavy. I don't know how this is going to go, but hopefully when I taper for the actual Sprint Duathlon on the 23rd of March, it'll all come together. Next Sunday, actually, I've got a Manchester Sprint Duathlon Super Sprint, which is just 2.5k run, 18k bike, and then another 2.5k run. But that's going to be a good intense session, hopefully to sharpen up. I'm not going to ease down for it, but I think when we do these types of effort sessions, we at least need to have an element of freshness and not be totally wiped, or we're not going to get the benefit, are we? Let's see how these goes. Catch you up on the track. Right, time to go. It is really windy. Right, let's rock. Second 300 done, so you've got 200 now, and then 100. That's the end of the first block of 2. Oh, that wind is mean. Right, let's get going. first block of 2 done. So that's 2 broken 600s. So I've got 6 more to go. The legs feel a bit jellyish. I'm trying to treat these as track, not sprints, but I'm not cruising at 5k running sort of style and focus. I'm trying to think, right, I'm moving fast here, so it's almost like a continuous stride. Use the arms more, get up on the toes more, but still try and relax, even though the legs are feeling a bit jelly-like already. So I'll just grind through this. I think it's the way to do it. It's good for conditioning, and then hopefully when the 5k runs come in, I'll be able to get that cruise pace and it'll just feel a bit easier. Right, second set, 300. Go, go, go. As far as direction goes for the wind and the track, there's actually the worst way to do it. With 100 walks on the second rep, I did a start from the corner, and that's a lot quicker with the wind behind. Right, let's go 200. These distances won't be spot on accurate because there's no markings, but I get the effort. Right, 100, and then that's that broken 600 done. So the rest is around a minute walk between the broken 600 reps, and about 3 minutes between each block of 2, I think it'll be. Right, 100. Let's go. Right, this will be the 4th set of broken 600, and I start at 300 like I said across track, so it should be slightly faster because of the wind. Let's do it. Yeah, legs jellying on that. Oh, but that was fastest into the 53s, but I might have ran short. Like I say, there's no markings. 200, 100. Well, this will be my last set. I think I'm going to be a 600 block down, but the legs are really starting to jellify and I don't want to do any damage. I certainly got the worth out of the session, and again, I've said this before, we just don't operate at this level of speed and intensity. Shorter, faster, and it's so unfamiliar. Got to be good value in it, but I'll probably start doing it a bit later, but only for the March goal. I've got some other goals in summer where I can focus on this kind of work. Session done then. Wow, I think the legs are going to feel that tomorrow. No, I feel it today. Maybe an ice bath and a massage is what's needed. Like I say though, yeah, I could do with some more of that work. I think it's just feels so unfamiliar. So yeah, all is good. I need to make sure I don't overdo it for this March, end of March race, Duathlon. But the session is good. I'm going to do more of that, longer recoveries, harder, intense speed, way above our race at. We do get sucked into this, right, we're doing an intense track session and we barely bust our 5k speed, and I think we need to break away from that. Or even if we do go faster than 5k, we don't have long recoveries, we have short recoveries. I sort of think longer recoveries with the higher intensities are more valuable. Right, I'm going to get blown away, so I'll sign off. Got a ride home, not too far. I tend to forget that I've done a reasonably a few bike efforts before I hit this track session, but that's what I need, isn't it? That's good for the training. So we'll see you next time. Thanks for joining, and we'll come back with the duathlon race next Sunday, which is a training sprint race, and then the week after that is the main big duathlon race in Scotland. And I've ordered this weather. It should be delivered about 1 o'clock on Sunday the 23rd of March. See you there.